Oh, whoa, 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 come out of the way, come out of the way, come down here now, now.
Hello and welcome to Cartagena. It's taken us a week to get here.
But we did manage to do it safely in the end. We'll explain exactly what that incident was about later in the film.
Yeah, why I was unceremoniously bundled into the cockpit. I hope you like the film. Coming up, 7 days of all kinds of weather. That's the beauty of sailing the Colombian coastline. A near miss on the way. This could have ended very badly. And what a place. Cartagena is probably the most historic and important city in the Caribbean.
Okay, well, it seems like we've been in Aruba quite a long time, but it is time to go now. We just got some provisioning just behind that hotel over there. It was a very good supermarket, probably the best one we found in the Caribbean at the moment. So busy putting stuff away down here. This is our sort of emergency store bit in here, isn't it?
It is, and everything in Tupperware. You really need that because the what are they called?
Weevils.
Weevils. The weevils. I don't know how they get in, but they do.
I think they're already there in the rice and stuff like that.
Yeah.
You keep it too long, it gets warm, and they all come out. So yeah, we do the final little bit of packing away, and get going as soon as we can. We're going to aim to get to the sandblast, but I think the wind's going to die. So if it does, we will stop in Colombia, which would be very nice. We've got things to play with, but this is a little Starlink Mini that we managed to get while we were away. So I'm playing with that. There are some problems with that. I will go through it. We'll do a special report on all these sorts of things, but I'll play with it as we go as well. See if we can get it working properly.
So here's the plan. We're leaving Aruba mid-morning with the trade winds for a 900-mile journey to the Sandblast Islands. So far, so good. But as we move west, we lose the trades, and most likely the breeze will be against us, so our best option will be to stop off in Cartagena until we get favourable weather for the rest of the journey. Only thing left to do is lift the anchor.
That's it, we're up and we're off. Got the wind behind us, at least for the start. Should be about 3 days if we're going to Cartagena. The wind's due to die after that, so, but you know, we should get a reasonable trip to Cartagena. What do you think about going to Cartagena? It's full circle, isn't it? After going to the one in Spain.
That's true. We were there for our first winter, the Spanish Cartagena. I'll be honest, at that point in 2019, I never thought I'd be here. Never mind going to the Colombian Cartagena. How things change. Talking of change, we could do with a new ensign. No matter, we're off and making the best use of the breeze. Wait, I think that's probably enough actually. The weather ahead does look a bit ominous.
As you can see, there's quite a few squalls coming through now, but they're good because every time one comes through, certainly if it comes through on the starboard side, we get a good little lift, so we get straight on course and we start doing 7 or 8 knots. So I'm not worried about trying to shift away from them. I haven't put the radar or anything on as I would normally to try and keep out of a squall, because yeah, they're quite manageable, quite nice. Still got full sail up, but quite a lot of water. Oh well, it's refreshing.
We soon settle into resting in preparation for the night watch and just hanging out.
Take your time. I'm not gonna make you climb down.
My idea of a perfect day's sailing.
The sun's just gone down, so time to do a little bit of a rig check. I can already see something's going on with the stack pack bag there. It's come unclipped a little bit. That's nothing, but yeah, I just want to make sure there's nothing weird going on. It's always as well to do it just before it gets dark. Don't want any surprises. So yeah, got a bit of a lazy line caught up around here. Get that out of the way, just in case we want to do anything in the night. I don't think we are going to do anything tonight. Just cover this up as well. Yeah, we want to probably tack around tomorrow during the daytime just to get a bit closer to land. We're not on the priority service on the Starlink, so we're not going to get it offshore. It's 12 miles offshore, you lose it. It was quite expensive to get it in Colombia for some reason on this mini one. It used to be extra 50 quid just to do it to go on premium, but it's not anymore, so I'll have to investigate that, see what the best way of doing it is. But yeah, everything else seems okay. Amazing, we've been doing 7 or 8 knots the whole way. Had 25 knots of wind pretty much the whole way as well, where it was forecast about 10, so we are making good way, but we're not expecting it to continue. And actually looks like that's not fixable. That's something that's broken off of there. That's corroded. I have got some extras of those clips, so for now I think I'll just tie that in somehow. Yeah, put this camera down and get it done. There we go. Not very elegant, but it'll hold it. Just want to hold it firm enough so it doesn't strain the next one along and start pulling them off one by one. I'll fix it when we get in.
A beautiful morning greets us on the second day, along with a catch. Great excitement. Steve has landed a fish.
Okay, it's a big-eyed tuna. Not a huge one, but it's all right. Enough for a few meals. It's pretty good. I've got my new filleting knife, so we'll go with that.
Okay, I think I'll leave you to do that.
Just wash the decks down so the blood doesn't stain. They do bleed a lot, these tunas. That's the only problem with them.
Okay, I'm going to disappear. I'm not great with tuna, the only food I'm allergic to. But I can see that most people love it. Steve certainly does.
So I've got some ginger on it, a bit of lime, just pan-seared. Got some salsa, just different fruit that we've got. A bit of coriander.
And some miso stir fry.
And there's lunch. Oh yeah, and I'll have some of your stir fry with it as well. Yeah. Yummy. Perfect. Yeah.
Is it another tuna?
It is. It's the same type. Yeah. It's. I tried a different lure because I thought, oh, I'll try and get a mahi or something.
Get more mahi for me.
I know, but no. It's another tuna. I think it's the same sort of tuna as the last one. A bit bigger, I think, this one.
I could try them. What do you think?
Well, you had to bite of one eye for lunch, didn't you? That's quite nice.
Like anything, really.
Is this the same? No, this is slightly different, I think. I don't know.
Okay. It looks
Well,
a little bit different.
Yeah.
Wow. I think that's even bigger.
He is, yeah. Yeah, he's bigger than the last one.
It's turning out to be a very successful trip, except for this. Really bad weather up ahead. So we change tack and head for a safe haven. It's a nice little bay actually, but as I move round you can see the clouds, they are gathering, and that's where we came in over there, and already the boat's moved round, so I think we will sit it out for a couple of days. We're just around the corner from Santa Marta, which our friends say is a lovely place to visit, but I think we'll probably just press on and get down to Cartagena and check in there. I'm really looking forward to it now. And while we're here, a chance to fix an annoying leaky pipe in the head. And a quick update, the Starlink Mini does not like rain. We have intermittent coverage, but on the whole it is managing. Quite impressive. It's a beautiful morning. We had a little bit of rain last night, but really not too much. There's a cool breeze and we are ready to move out. We should have good wind, initially at least, and Steve is finishing up the final jobs on board. Always good to have a break, hey?
Yeah, I had to leave this one because of all the rain, and two, because I just can't get it out. It's the usual problem with stainless steel screw in aluminium mast. You can see just gets that stuff, even though I did take all these out at one point and put some dielectric grease on and put them all back in again. It's been a couple of years. This one's stuck, rounded it off slightly, so, and I haven't got any other screws, so I can't just get some grips on it and just get it out by force. So I just want to try and get it out nicely, but if I don't, I'll leave it soaking with some WD-40 and we can do it, and we get to the other end and just hold it with a clip. I also failed at doing this yesterday. I had a go at splicing the halyard onto here, but with the old double braid it's just really difficult once it gets old to open up and get the stuff out. I did it a couple of years ago when I had to do it last time and it was tricky, and now it's just impossible. So yeah, just got a halyard hitch on there instead. It'll do.
It will do. And you're never entirely ready, that's the rule. But the toilet is fixed, yay, no more leaking. So we're ready to go. We are ready, but the weather really isn't. This was not forecast. An hour out and we decide to turn back. The alternative is 24 hours of bashing into the wind. But as we turn, something goes wrong. Really?
Whoa, 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 come out of the way, come out of the way, come down here now, now. Well done.
I was right in the line of fire. A car has come loose and is flailing around on the sheet. It could have done some serious damage.
Having that car come off, I mean, that lump of bronze is about the size of a cricket ball, and if it got you on the head it'd kill you. So yeah, it was just getting out of the way quick enough. Luckily I think it whacked the side once up here. I'll have a look, see if there's damage. If it hit the glass it would have, even this is thick, proper safety glass, but it would have gone through that as well. So it's just getting it tight so it slides down, and now it's lashed off, so that's okay. So yeah, we'll carry on back and lick our wounds, get things back together and try again another day. Live to fight another day, that's what it's all about.
So we return to the safety of the anchorage, and weather permitting, we'll try again tomorrow.
So just to show you why I was so worried about the car coming loose yesterday, this is it. It is an enormous lump of bronze, really heavy. I mean, if it hit you on the head, it would kill you stone dead, I'm sure. So yeah, we really want to get out the way of that, and it was swinging around like a mad thing. It hit the handrail there, and it was just a glancing blow, so it shows what it can do. So I want to make sure that it's in there properly, and this is something I was talking about rig checks earlier. Obviously this was a major miss on my part to not see that this was backing out. It must have been backing out. It's not going to happen you know, that quickly. So something that I'm going to have on top of my list for checking for rigging, to look at these as we go around on every check and just make sure that this thing isn't backing out. It's something that you've definitely got to keep an eye on now, but I'm going to make sure it stays in. I mean, when I do put these in, I always do put some Loctite on it. I had Loctite on it before. I'll stick some Loctite on it now. Screw it in as tight as we can and just keep an eye on them.
We may not be able to go out sailing today, but there are some things we can do, and one of them is to measure our bed, because we're getting a new mattress.
We are. We found a really comfortable mattress at Annapolis this year by Boutique USA. It's one of those really good sponge jobs. This is 24 years old. It's reasonably comfortable, but nothing compared to the new one that we tried. And the new one has got a fantastic feature in that it can have a hinge in the middle, so there's no gap that you fall down because it's got a sort of topper on it, but it means you can flip it over. And I need that because I've got all these compartments underneath full of stuff, and I have to wrestle this to try and get to them every time, or pull everything off with all the bedding, which is a nightmare. So yeah, this is going to make a massive difference to us. So we've got to do a bit of measuring up. We've got some paper. We can make a plan that we can send off to them and get it delivered.
And where's our hinge going to be?
In the middle, this way. You can have it anywhere you want, but we want to get, if I have it this way, then I can flip it like that and get to all these three, or flip it like that and get to all those three. If I have it the other way, then it's sort of in the middle of those, so I wouldn't be able to do it. So yeah, it has to be there.
Perfect. So we're just cutting a few holes in the plan so that we can tape it down and the paper won't move when we get the fiddly bits done, because there are some serious fiddly bits. So it comes along here and goes in.
Yeah, just a tiny bit.
And then along like that. I guess all beds in boats are weird shapes, aren't they?
Pretty much.
Seems to be the way of things. Yeah, get it right in there.
Okay, we've decided to put a bit of tape across the line all the way around, just to protect it, because this isn't proper packing paper, it's just a roll of brown paper that we found. So if we stick that there, hopefully it won't stop anything tearing and messing it up while we post it. Okay, so it's the next day. It's looking good. What do you think? What are we going to find out there?
I'm the eternal optimist. It's going to be fantastic. Have a little bit of breeze. I think it will be on the nose.
Yeah.
I'm making it up now because the wind predictions are just so way off. I can have whatever wind I like.
Yeah, it was weird. 30 knots of wind, which we would have had all the way down there yesterday. Today, at the moment, I mean, look at it. It looks like we're going to be motoring the whole way. That'll teach us for not sticking with it. But yeah, we really didn't want 24 hours of bashing into that yesterday. So it's the right thing to come back. Wind today looks slightly less than yesterday. Slightly, yes, but it should be enough to sail down there nicely.
Yeah.
If it's what it says it is. But it's just all these mountains. It makes such a difference. These headlands in here, you get really weird stuff going on as the sun comes up.
Yeah, look, it's not a good coast to sail. No one ever said it was.
No.
So we knew what we were doing. But yeah, you think you know what you're doing. What can I say? As it turns out, we have a good breeze taking us past Santa Marta. But there are some squalls ahead. Well, Well, I've just heard a roll of thunder, but with any luck, we'll miss it because it's kind of over there and we've got sunshine where we're going. And at the moment, it's absolutely perfect out here. We've got about 16, 17 knots. So let's hope we don't get rained on. But if it rains, I don't really mind because it's been really, really warm. So it's quite cooling, and we could do with the sea cooling down as well. It's really warm at this time of year. So yeah, bring it on. Oh, be careful what you wish for. We have never had this amount of water on deck before. The scuppers are struggling. By nightfall, though, the wind has dropped, leaving a beautiful sunset. And there is a place we can stop for a few hours. Just one safe anchorage in this tumultuous coastline. It is a relief. First light the next day and we begin the last leg. Still raining intermittently and the wind is still against us, but we tack down the coastline and are rewarded by a beautiful sight. This is Cartagena.
So despite our best efforts, we have managed to arrive in Cartagena in the dark. Not ideal because it's not an easy port to get into. And we are going to go into the most difficult entrance because it's another 2 hours round to the main entrance to the south. This one, oddly, is called Boca Grande. It's anything but grand. It's very small. It's the small ship's entrance. And it's actually got an underwater wall that was built in the 1500s to stop ships going through. And there's a little gap in it. A buoyed gap, and it's on the GPS, obviously, so we follow that very closely. They say to go slightly to port of the centre line, so closer to the green buoys going in. It's slightly deeper, but it's only 3 meters deep, so yeah, it's a bit of a swell, so wish us luck.
With this amount of light on the horizon, the marker buoys can be difficult to spot. But this red light shows we are now directly over the wall.
That's it, we're through. No big bang, that's very good.
We may not have wanted to come in at night, but then we would have missed this. What an amazing bay. We anchor right next to the old town, a place I'm really looking forward to exploring.
So Cartagena by daylight is a lovely, vibrant town, and we've actually met a good friend of ours here who's based themselves here. You might know this person, these people. James and Anna,
Hi.
alias Zingaro.
Hi everyone.
And this is your home for the minute. And the little mini-me, Lena.
Yeah.
Yeah, say hello. Perfectly on cue.
She speaks English now, it looks like.
Yeah, well, you're a bilingual family, aren't you, completely?
Yeah, yeah. Welcome to Cartagena.
Yeah.
I'm so happy that you guys are here.
It is such a nice town, and
Yeah.
lovely to see you as well.
Thanks
and
for
have you
stopping
on board Fair Isle?
Oh my God, I love this boat. So there was, when I first bought my first boat, there was a guy in the marina with a HC 38T. And he was a carpenter, and the boat had gotten water damage, and he was redoing the floor, and he made a bit to router out the trim, like a huge router bit. It was like this big, to router out the trim to go around the island, and I kind of helped him do some of that.
Yeah. Oh.
There we go.
She's all mad.
Whoa.
She's a little unsteady.
Yeah, it's
Anyway.
getting your sea legs. But you haven't got a boat at the moment, but you're still doing videos, aren't you? You're still doing some.
I am. Yeah.
Some. Well, what sort of stuff are you going to do? Is it educational
So
stuff?
we rent an apartment here, and I made one room into a green screen room, and I'm doing educational videos for now. Just
Excellent.
to share some of my knowledge, and
Yeah.
then we will get another boat.
Yeah.
I'm thinking like 35 footer, plus or minus 4 feet.
Well, I've seen you've been looking at properties, and some of those have been in the Azores, places like that.
Oh,
we
man, I
we
would
want to spend some time there.
I know you want me to get a
Yeah,
property
we do.
there. Yeah, yes, I would love to get a property in the Azores too.
Yeah.
I would love to buy here too, actually. I think a good thing would be to buy a property here and a property in Azores. That
Yeah.
way I don't have to become a tax resident there, and I could kind of live a dual life.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And
Be
do
fun.
charters to and from.
Yeah, it'd be so neat, right? And a boat. I always thought having like a 3-tiered life would be cool, like a motorhome in New Zealand, and a boat in French Polynesia, and a house in Cartagena or something like that.
And a super yacht in the Bahamas, obviously.
Oh, yeah.
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 Perfect.
Woo!
And she's off.
Rescue the baby. Yeah, it was lovely to catch up with James and his family, and I expect we'll be seeing a lot more of them this week.
Yeah, we're going to try and do an historic tour of the old town. It's an amazing place, this. It was the jewel of the Spanish Main, probably the most historic town in the Caribbean and the most fortified town in the Americas at the time. So incredible history, naval history. Drake sacked it, all that sort of
Yeah,
it's amazing.
no, absolutely fantastic. In fact, the town itself is just enormous, so much bigger than I was expecting.
Got all the high rises behind,
Yeah.
up behind the old town. Yeah, it's a wonderful place. So yeah,
Yeah,
looking
it
forward
is.
to it.
So we'll be here for about a week, and then we will set off for the sandblast and stay there for a few weeks, I think. So we'll get reprovisioned, and then we'll be off when the wind is right.
Yeah, this area, this sort of bowl just here between Colombia and Panama, it just doesn't get the trade winds coming down to it like the rest of them. It's sort of got a mind of its own. James says that Christmas winds normally come in. You might get a little bit of an easterly to help us out there, but otherwise we might be fighting it. But yeah, we want to get to the sandblast.
And we will make sure that everything is nailed down before we set off this time.
Yes.
Yeah.
I'm going to revise my my list, and top of my list will definitely be looking at those cars. That was really a bit of a miss. Yeah, that coming out. It's why it is so important to do those sorts of rig checks and to do them properly.
I didn't even really see it initially where I was on the winch.
No, that's the thing. If you've got your head down, you're doing the winch. I was on the helm, and I can see the bigger picture, which is why I just had to bunker you out of the way, because didn't have time to explain that there's a problem, and you sort of have that discussion. You just need to get out of the way, because it really was ripping backwards and forwards, right across here. So yeah. Dangerous stuff.
Anyway, never again, we hope. Yes, we'll be safe by then. And the Starlink is working well, because of course we're going now into the middle of a place where there is no other option.
Yeah, the sandblast, we're going to need it.
Yeah.
So yeah, I'm really quite pleased with it. It's not properly 12 volts. Like it says on the tin, it's not. So that's a bit of a disappointment. It does only use half the power, so that's great. And it works pretty well. Even in the rain, it was working reasonably well. I thought, even the standard one struggles a little bit in the rain. And I thought this one just wouldn't work, but it does. It's a good attempt.
And we can catch lots of fish. And a mahi-mahi, please.
Yes, I will try.
So actually that tuna just
you don't really get the choice, they just sort of come.
The tuna didn't smell like tuna this time.
It was a different type of tuna. It was, thanks to Gary, one of our patrons, because we put a picture on the Patreon site.
Yeah.
It's albacore, and I looked it up. And it's a lighter meat. It doesn't smell the same, does it? I mean,
no, it's
you could eat it.
completely different. I did have some. I think it's okay. Yeah, so I can eat that.
Yeah.
But how do you know which one you're catching? Yeah, we'll have to look it up. Anyway, those are our plans for the next few weeks. We're going to be here for a while. So thank you very much to our patrons. Thank you to our subscribers. And thank you for watching.
Thanks for watching. And do look out for the Starlink review. It will be out. It's out on Patreon. It'll be out soon. It'll show everything about the Mini.